Hello! Okay! Hi everyone! So, we are up to mischief today. Because what we're going to be doing is we need to get our bearings. Because we are finding some ancient cities first, and then we're going to be doing some building. Because over the weekend, I actually found some ancient cities. I think we go this way for the first one. Because I marked them out with white wool. I stacked them up. I had the plans. I've also forgotten to turn on the music. Now we got the music going. This is good. Here we go. Okay. Yes, this way. Because we need to go over the wooded badlands, I believe. We're looking for a white marker just hanging out. Because I dug so many holes, it's like almost not funny. I flew into a bunch of caverns. There was all sorts of things that happened. And okay, there's one of the lava pools. Well, if I forgot where they were, then I think we'd have problems with digging and doing things. Okay, that's one of the marking points. Because I think we go past this. Yeah, this is not correct. This is where we dig the sand. Okay. Let's land in a tree for a bit and think on this. Because I'm sure it was around here somewhere. Okay, there's a tree. Because what I figure. Okay. What we do have, however, is the coordinates. I think. Let me pull up the screenshots for this. I think it was. Let's try this out. This way? Yes, this way. So, because I took the screenshots and I was like, yeah, I'm smart. I can do this. Because the other one's back the other way. And they're both right next to wooded badlands, so we should be good. Oh, yeah. Because otherwise we'd be scribbled and we'd be flying around for ages, so... Wait. We might be flying around for ages, because we're looking for 10,000 by 1,000? Oh, wait. Which... This way. Okay. And the bright side is, at least we have enough elytra to do this, so that is a double bonus. I'm sure we were near that portal. Maybe it's just my imagination? Oh no, we were near that portal last time we tried to do this. Okay. Okay, so maybe it's on... Okay, confused. I'm confused. I'm a bit lost. Okay, let me check this again. A tree? A screenshot? Oh, we're 300. No. am I going? Oh. I misread that entirely, I think. Wait. The thing is, I didn't want to break into it until everyone was here, because, like, I think that's part of the fun. Oh, wrong way. Because if we broke fully into the city, then that's part of the adventure, I think. Although, the getting lost is not so much part of the adventure. In this case. That one. Yes, this looks familiar. Yay! Huh. We found it. Yes. Okay. Whereas I think when you get lost, you can actually go and have a lot of adventure and find some interesting stuff. And I brought a shield. I actually remembered a shield. I remembered a shield. I remembered a water bucket. We'll probably need the rockets. Okay, we're good. And we remembered a stack of arrows. We are organized. I don't think the shield will help, but hi, Rue. Welcome. We're adventuring in an ancient city. Hopefully. Yep. Ooh. Yeah. So I went looking for these over the weekend. And well, ta-da! Yeah, trying to find one is definitely tricky. Yeah, I saw it and I was just like, wow. And I wasn't sure whether to use this for the thumbnail today or not. I was like, oh my goodness. That being said, I'm kind of thinking what we'll do is we'll set up a landing pad of some sort. So if the warden does spawn, we have somewhere to just fly up and land. Whew. Okay, we can do this. You think if we just pour water down that— oh no, there is so many shriekers down there. Let's go. Let's make a safer way down. Okay. We can do this. Oh. Like. Is there a word that describes being both nervous and excited all at the same time? If that word exists, that's what I am. Because I don't think I've ever gone through— oh no, I've gone through an ancient city once without dying. So, yes, like, shriekers are so much fun to use in builds. Okay. Wait, if we go to that water source, then that'll give us a free ride down. Do-do-do. Where's that at? There? Don't do it? Well, otherwise, we're going over here onto the wall. Because at the moment, it looks like we're in the middle of the cavern. We could float down. Probably. And on the top of— let's do it. Woo. And we have rockets. We can get back up. that actually marks it out really. Oh my goodness. My guts are just like wobbling. The way to describe it. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, I forgot what I wanted to do. I was going to go and add silk touch to my hoe. Oh, look at all those wobblers. Fences. Oh. Oh, that looks so cool. I feel like a tourist right now. A tourist busy in a lava volcano. Something like that. Okay. See through here? Okay. Oop. And the bright thing is, we actually have a whole shulker full of mostly wool. Useful in its own situations. That is death. Because you can use it to go ahead and transfer the sound of stuff happening. Oh, okay. In different places, so it's useful in its own way. Try that one. So we can actually, okay, in theory it can happen. And behind there, I think if we do it like this, then we're just going to be really serious about this. Yeah, because the way I understand it, it's basically a barrier, right? Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. See if anything. Like, we have enough wool. If nothing else, we have enough. We ran out of wool. Like, we can't always go dump, 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 dump. Copyright. But I don't think I've ever had the issue so much of it's my music being so inappropriate. Like, this chill music, it does not fit the vibe at all. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have the wool. We are fine. These towery things have stuff, right? So I know what I should have done. I should have gotten what's it called? Silk touch on our pick. That would have been great. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. Gotta have the skills for that. We need to keep the skill vibes. Okay. We put a block like this. Loyalty, nice. Well, at least now we know that there's nothing important above us. Wait, is there anything? Oh, hi! Nice to see you. On the bright side. I think it was this one here. But this means that we get another catalyst, and if we get another catalyst, we can do more mischief. I want it. I want it bad. Like, oh. Yeah. We can get it. We can get it. We can totally get it. Doesn't look like there's skulk around, so we should be good. Right? 5. Yeah? More diamonds. Someone speaks our language. Skulky diamonds. Yeah. Exactly. And when we have when we have the list, we can actually go and have a lot of fun with that sort of thing. Let's just make sure none of that is within range. That looks like it's further than 8 blocks away, so we should be good. Ooh. Aha! We're out of room. And the bright side is, we brought our ender chest, which means that we actually have room. What? Name tag? Name tag? Yes! Which means that we actually have room to go ahead and... because we have all sorts of shulker boxes inside of here. So we can actually go ahead and do this mischief. Like, on one hand, I'm rather grateful for the fact that the nerves are real, but on the other hand, I'm a little bit worried about the nerves. Because the way I see it, sweet, we have a mending book. We can actually have a mending hoe now. Wait, we have a mending villager. Why am I so happy about a mending book? Oh well, doesn't matter. We have it, we can be happy. Maybe over there? The way I see it, we explore the outskirts and then we see what other mischief is around. Oh. Doo-doo. Yay! It is! Oh. Gosh, like, I think they did a really wonderful job of building the design of these cities. Oh, real? I spy a chest. Okay, do you think we can get that chest and not set anything off? I wasn't... On one hand, when it came down to it with hoes, for me, a hoe is one of those tools that I've actually used on a regular basis. So, okay. We know above us there isn't super much, so we should be able to just grab this and not set anything off. A hoe is a hoe. Yes! Hell yeah! No matter what happens, this is a bonus. Okay. We are winning. Wait, oh. We should also be probably a little bit sensible about how we do this. And we came from there. Okay. Oh, okay. Danger. Okay, gotta watch out for that. I don't need your cave sounds, please. Please. Okay, no, we can't go that way. Oh my goodness. Yeah. The water really is trying to snitch. Trying to tell everyone that we're here. Oh my goodness. Okay. I sense trouble. Okay, how can we do this? Like that, right? Okay. 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 Well, we can do that right now. Won't go off for like a few. We're good. We're totally good. We're fine. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Okay. We should have broken that first. Okay, so that's one strike. If we get another... So it's 5 minutes before that goes down by a level. But I think that was a Swift Sneak 2 book. Ooh. Ooh. So that is a bonus. And that is trouble. Ooh. We can do this. We can do this. What are we looking at? Okay. Yeah. No, we'd need another Swift Sneak 2. Okay, we can come around probably through... like this? As long as we know what's around. Okay, that is trouble. That is trouble. Yeah. The thing is, oh no, I'm getting mixed up. I'm getting very mixed up. I don't remember where this is exactly. There we go. Okay. Okay. Aha! Okay, we're winning. Whew. Okay. Now, the thing is, we can push our luck and see if we can find the silence chest plate. And if we find Saturn's chest plate, I think that would be really cool. But I think if we get too many... Yeah, a little greed never hurt anyone, right? Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Whew. Oh, having a bit of swift sneak would also help. We can do this. Okay. 2 to 3 more chests? Okay. Because we do have the other ancient city that's... We can go and visit the other ancient city another time and see what's up there. Yeah. Let me up. Thank you. Okay, where is everything? Those are the pillars. It is downright tricky to wander around all crouched. Yeah! Yeah, on one hand, I don't want to change the music because, well, I don't actually have any other music. But on the other hand, it is such a music mismatch. It's like, oh my goodness. Like, we just chill and vibe. But no, this is actually just so much troubles. I think these structures have a chest in them somewhere. Ooh. Ooh, diamonds. Aha. It in fact does. But not the kind that we want. Wait, I think we picked up more of those at some point. Did we? Well, at the very least, we can craft a recovery compass. We'll probably use it for decoration, considering the fact that if we need a recovery compass, we're not going to be able to use a recovery compass. Oh, okay. Wait, mending, loyalty, swift sneak, swift sneak, swift sneak? Okay. What else we got around here? Got the ice. We got... I think that way? Like, that wing is where we need to go next. Because I don't see anything major over this way. Why is there a pressure plate? Okay, color me curious. I want to know what the pressure plate's about. So... yeah, I have no answer for this. Maybe it's a special room? Okay, that'll... If we... yeah. Okay, so... if we set off pressure plate, that'll set off the shrieker, so we'll need to destroy it. Or at least isolate it. But if there's any sound coming through, yeah, we're going to need to destroy it. make sure that there's no other shriekers around here. Oh, that sounds like lava. Hmm. That looks far enough away, so we should be good. Alright, Secret. Tell us your story. Oh, hell yeah! Oh, that's the loot! Yeah. That is beyond disappointing. I don't know what to say. Wait, what is... Okay. Yeah, have a block. I don't know what to say there. That is incredibly disappointing. Awesome. Wow. Yeah. On the bright side, we found 2 other side discs. So, that is such a win. Wait, Heck yeah. Okay, we need another chest. That is... Wait, why do we have a box full of prismarine? We will figure that out at a later date. But wow, we did pretty well. And did we have another one? Nice. May as well adopt. The way I see it, any spare iron armor or anything like that we find, we may as well use as part of our building, like for statues and so. Yeah. Well, yeah, so far it's definitely always the addition on there. We spawn the warden, then everything is out the window. We ignore everything we've just said and we run like little bitches. So in theory, we're doing really well. This is great. And also in theory, I really should keep crouching while walking. This is a friendly reminder to myself that one should not keep wait, what? No, what did I not realize? What did I not realize? Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, yeah. No, that was a spelling thing. That did definitely, yes. That definitely came out of my mouth. Okay. Tricky. I think if we make a wall on this one. This. Should be okay. Those ones I think are too far. Yeah. Oh. Wait. Does that mean that there's 2 armor traps? Yeah, I do try. I do try. I really should come with like a little asterisk. But that says almost family friendly or something like that. Or sometimes family friendly or something. I don't know. Like, my general goal is PG-13, because I don't think I can reach G. I don't know. Ah, wait, which one's the ward armor trim? I don't remember the ward armor trim. What? Oh my word. I think we can get... Oh, wow. There are many there. Wait. Okay. See if we can get some more wool. Yeah, like I'm looking at it, I'm like, I think we can do it. I'm not sure we can do it. We're also getting a very full inventory. Ooh. It's just nice, life, the universe, and everything for a little moment. I think this is definitely a moment where I'm kind of wishing I had a totem. Totem would make life a bit more comfortable. Okay. Okay. Woo. Yeah, like there's 2 chests. There's a lot of skull. Like there is 2 chests, right? Yeah, 2 chests. Wait. Actually, we're going to do it, but not for the chests. Because that's why. Because in these rooms, okay, I don't think we're touching that chest anyway. We might be able to touch that chest. But I think I want to get that. So we'll check around the area and completely block these off. If they go off, we're kind of screwed. Cover the top. Like that. You can also individualize them like that and be like, yes. Okay. Just double check that there's nothing else around the area. Okay, nah. Nah, so there's nothing on the back that'll set these guys off, which is good. So we can get that chest and we can get the skull. Because I think getting the skull will be worth it long term. Okay. Where did that set off? Hmm. Okay. Okay. I don't know which streaker that set off. I can't. Okay. That's the way out. We're gonna do it like this. Let's go. Come on. Fly. We go this way. Okay. We go. We live. We go. Yup. Let's say goodbye to the ancient city. We good. We live. What? You did. I don't even know where that shrieker was. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh. Like. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. Hopefully it's daytime above, so we can actually check what loot we got. Like, on one hand, we could probably like, I know with oh, that is not daytime. That is definitely not daytime. Okay. I think we need to go this way. This is not the way we go. Okay. Yes, this way. So, okay. We will probably leave the next ancient city until another time, and then we will do shenanigans. I think that's probably that's a cow on the tree. I think if we do it that way, then we probably won't run into many problems. And then we're also coming into it with fresh minds and the ability to get into more mischief. Because the way I see it, we can have... Wait, did we really do all that for Fire Extinct 1, Protection 1, and Frostwalker 2? Oh my goodness. Oh well, I guess that's what you get for rolling dice. Oh well. Oh my goodness, okay. So... And I figure we run through ancient city. Yeah. Yeah. The coin flip was probably the wiser move in the end. But I can't claim that I'm wise when playing Minecraft. Doing silly things is part of the fun, I think, sometimes. No, that is the wrong trident. Oh. But on the bright side, we do now have the other... We now have a new addition to our collection of armor trims, I guess. That is a bonus, and we have Swift Sneak. Oh. Oop. Fire protection, Swift Sneak 3! Yes! Oh, this feels good. Bam! Now we can be very sneaky at very high speeds. And when we go places in ancient cities again, we will be going zooming. It should be great. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. Okay. Now we're up to mischief. A different kind of mischief. We don't need those. Oh. So. Oh. Just wait. I'm pretty sure my heart stopped, and then it was like, I'm just going to what's the word, make up for lost time. So what we have here is the middle. This is the garden. So we've got basically the foyer, and then it's going to come out and we're going to have a big push window, and in here we're going to have trees and things like that, so it's all what's the word, fancy. And basically I figured today we work on some really pretty manicured trees. And with that, I need to put the wool away. We have a whole bunch of azalea leaves because those will make it so that basically it'll look like it's really well watered and posh and stuff like that, compared to these which have the brownish tint to them. I do kind of miss the days when only oak leaves changed colour in different zones, because then you could use jungle leaves and they'd be really, really vibrant. Although that might have been a texture pack thing. So, the way I see it, we're going to do a mixture of things. I think we'll go mainly with little skinny stalks. Stalks is the wrong word. These things, the upper later things. Also, we take the golden apple and we put it in a safe place so we don't actually eat it accidentally. Yeah, skinny trees. I forgot what it's called. I'll remember eventually. Bushes? You know, the ones that are looked after a lot. We're also looking for a little bit of cherry leaves, I think. So we can have, in larger bushes, we can have big, fluffy flowering spots. Like, I think having cherry leaves just fully like that is too much, but adding cherry leaves interspersed with the rest will work. And I think that's going to be good. And we can now sneak along the lines and it'll be great. And this is where we'll build the top of the tower so that it'll be sticking out. And once that's done, we can remove this, the prismarine down below. Yeah! Yeah, like once I was doing the outline for the castle, I was like, yeah, this will be fine. And now I'm like, oh, this is going to be a very big build. But I'm kind of okay with that, because like doing large builds is a lot of fun, personally speaking, because stuff like that, it adds a lot of this itself, I think, adds a focal point to the world, and it's really nice, especially interspersed with the little houses as what's the word, scale. We should grab some scaffolding. And also with the castle, it's going to be going all the way to the ground. Those are the other levels. So there's going to be 3 main levels to the castle. So overall, it's going to have that very square shape to it, but there's going to be curvy aspects to it. It's going to be a very long-term thing that we'll be doing with it. But what'll happen is to give ourselves breaks in between building with it, we'll build little houses and things so that we don't get frustrated or bored. Because that's one thing that I find really drags with a build, is when you get bored and you end up just going and dropping whatever you're doing and being like, oh boy, I don't really want to work on this anymore because I've been working on this for weeks. I'm seeing the same 4 walls again and again. Nah, yeah, exactly. And if you're seeing the same build again and again, sometimes it makes it hard. And so if you go ahead and you make it so that it actually has a lot of balance and you don't see the same build for weeks and weeks on end, then I think that really helps. Now I think if you go like this sort of thing, you get, yeah. Actually, it would probably be better if we went with this, although I think we've only got a couple of those. And I think it's also about personal taste. Like, I like building big, and if you like building smaller, then building big just really sucks. And it's very much, yeah. So I think if you get bored of a project easily, it's much better to break the project down and build smaller. And building smaller never means that the project, whatever project you're making, is going to be less interesting. Like, you can go ahead and build little houses or a tree or whatever, and once you break it down, it'll be just as interesting. I kind of want to build a larger tree here, so we'll leave this area clear. And this line should be very low to the ground, so we'll leave that clear for now and work on over here. We also need to hide frog lights under moss carpets so the area will be lit up. Frog lights or sea lanterns, something like that. Because the way I see it, this is a spectacle. And it's something that some some people like to build, some people don't. And it's just as valid of a build style. Sorry. Building small is just as valid of a build style as building big. Because I find building small really, really hard. And I find that going into the little details is not something I'm good at all. That's why half my houses don't have much detail in them at all, because I sort of cringe away from the idea of doing them, because it's like, oh boy, nah, I'm good. And I think that is something that is really nice, like having that whole different in styles and stuff like that. It's good. Leaves. It's kind of like I think the best way to describe it, I think, would be kind of like people who are really good at math versus people who are really good at another subject. And I find people who are really good at math really both fascinating and frustrating, because they're just like, oh yeah, just do it. And I'm like, but it doesn't work like that. I don't understand. Yeah, like breaking the build up into smaller parts, or just like deciding that, nah, I don't feel like building a big city or whatever. I just want to build a house, and then go, yeah, I'm done building a house. What do I want to build now? And it doesn't need to be this big interconnected thing, because stuff that's like, it's two completely different styles, and it might end up connected by a general theme, or it might not. And it's a totally legitimate way to build. Now I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll come in and like that starts off the lower wisely. Because like I think there is a lot of emphasis on who can build the biggest structure and the fanciest structure and stuff like that. And okay, I probably fall into that category because of, well, one, I'm kind of like building is my specialty. I've min-maxed into there, but I think if you're playing the game to have fun and you're not playing the game to go and make $1 million or anything like that, just play the game to have fun. Don't worry about completing a build unless you actually want to go and complete the build. And if you want to complete the build, then work out your way of completing the build. And that doesn't have to work out like anyone else's way, because we need string. I'm not sure we have any string. I think I turned all the string into wool. We turned all the string into wool. This is gonna suck. Okay, we can't use cherry. Oh wait, we can turn them into pots. We can put them into pots. This works. Because once you start trying to conform your actual I'm having fun and playing on my me time stuff, that stops it being your time and it makes it someone else's time, and that's not so great. What did we need? Flowers? Greenery? Mischief? Wood! That's what we need. We need more spruce. I'm thinking if we go with spruce logs and then we go with the really bright leaves of the acacia, that'll be really good. Not the acacia, the azalea. And we will come back for the flowers. Well, the thing is, okay, so for a while back in the dark times of the lockdowns, I was running this D&D server, and basically it was one person running this entire story for upwards of 30 people, and you had to be on the ball every day, all day, and you were expected to be on call. Well, you were socially expected. It was kind of a thing where you basically it was a social contract as the person running it, and in that, one thing I found was the biggest enemy, apart from like lack of communication with everyone, was the fact that it really pushed you to go and push your own fun and your own ability to stop and take a break and do that sort of thing to the back burner, and it wasn't great. Like, at the time, you were having so much fun, and you never realized that you were really, really burning out. You were burning the candles at both ends because you were checking up on everyone and making sure that they were having such a great time and all of this. But it was also hurting you because you were doing all of this for everyone for so long. And by the end of it, you were just so tired. You had no room for anyone else. Oh, I have missed Swift Sneak! We should have done that so much sooner. Oh my goodness! This is amazing! And, well, by the end of it, people get salty and, well, I should say, miscommunication is one of the things that really hurt it. So it made people frustrated and salty and stuff. So yeah, bright side is that as a community, we've ended up, like, the community has ended up learning and growing from those experiences. So it's been a long road and we've learned. And it's something that hopefully I'll be able to use while doing all of this. Oh, yeah, I feel that. Like, it's one thing that I'm sort of slowly discovering about myself is every time there is a boost to my numbers or anything like that, I'm just like, oh my goodness, people are actually noticing who I am online. I'm not sure if I can handle this. Oh my goodness. And like, one thing that really helps is that I just sort of step back and I'm like, you know what? I'm still me, whether I have people watching me or not. I'm still me. It doesn't really matter. And I don't know, there's just something freeing about that, because I hear people talking about, oh yeah, my online persona, and I'm just like, I don't think that's how I would like to work. Because having a different me, or like, I understand that you amplify parts of yourself to show online, because that's just how the internet is. That's just how human life is. Because, like, you swear in some cases and you don't swear in others. And, like, for example, but when you see people going and doing really mean-spirited pranks, it's just like, do you even care? Yeah. And I think YouTube should be able to stay a place where you're able to do that sort of thing, and be able to be a place for both hobbyists and other people. Like, I suppose that's why monetization is still something you can accept or not accept. Here we go. Wait, what? Okay, so hopefully now we got that. Monetization. There is a trial. I didn't hear much about it, but there was talk of monetization, or limited monetization, when you hit 500 subs. But as far as I understand it, monetization is when you hit 1,000 subs and a certain amount of watch hours in a year. But I have not reached that, so it's not something I'm super worried about. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, I will be honored if it does happen. Like, that will be an amazing thing. But the way I see it, it is not something to think about. Because if you think about it, it's something that just sort of sticks in your brain. You can't be here. You really can't be here. I have a villager. No. Okay, we need to exit immediately. Oh, wow. Yeah, it would be interesting. Okay, we're just going to have to skedaddle, let him despawn, so that the villager we have underneath the throne rooms despawns, disappears, and does not get eliminated. Like, real quick. Okay, that should be far enough, right? Be fine. I think when it comes to YouTube and stuff, I think a slow and steady growth is better than going viral or anything like that, because when you look at channels that have had a slow and steady growth, they tend to be the ones that stick around longer. Because channels that go viral, I don't know, I don't know whether it's because it's something that goes a little bit funny in their heads, because a human brain generally is made to keep track of a certain amount of people, then it's just a funny number that it's just like, oh yeah, it's a random amount of people, sure. And if you're just, I suppose if you're just slammed into that funny number, then it will be a massive shock to the system. But if it's a slow and steady growth to the funny number, where it's just like, oh yeah. Hi Kobe, welcome. So we're busy doing some building on our castle and talking about life, the universe, and everything. And right now, this is the shrine to the sun and moon. Basically, when the sun and moon rise, it hits right dead center here. And it would, we decided when we were making the plans for this castle, it would be absolutely silly to not take advantage of it. And basically, yeah. It kind of looks like Avatar. Yeah, so we have the bridge that goes up. And as you can see, the sun is perfectly aligned. Don't mind the missing step that's up there, because basically it's to stop the free roaming villagers that sometimes come up from the village below. And then off to the right, we have the moon. What's it called? The moon throne room, where we have some clouds going across the moon, set into a night sky. And then on the other side, we have the sun throne room with semi-similar. Thank you. And this is the sun. And the sun and the moon are very important to the Wheaton Empire, which is this area here that we're building. Because, of course, with wheat, it's harvested at the solstice, if I remember correctly. So, much important. I do love my lore, yes. So one of the things that you'll find with all of my builds is they do have some sort of lore around them. Whether it's lore by themselves or it's lore connected to something else. And yeah. It's a lot of fun. I think we made this tree too big. Oh well. We can shrink it as we go. Because I'm kind of thinking that we base this tree off of... Yeah, I suppose it is. But that's okay. Like, I think in this case... Like, when you're making lore, it usually comes, like for me, it comes from an amalgamation of everything I've watched and read and things like that. So, and Avatar was a big chunk of what has inspired me through the years. So, I'm not surprised. No problem. I always make sure that my live streams are able to be watched later on. So if that's something that you're into, then yeah. Thanks. Amalgamation, a mixture of things that are sort of squished together. So purple is an amalgamation of red and blue. There we go. If we bring that down like this, yeah, now you have a fancy word to impress your friends with. Or if you want to insult someone, you can be like, yes, yes, bring on the push. You could probably be like, you're an amalgamation of the two people I hate most, if you really, really want to really, really throw down insults that people don't understand. But that's kind of rude. I don't recommend. 10 out of 10, do not recommend that one. I think that is overall a good shape. I think we have that is too much of a fat trunk. Yeah, we need to trim down that trunk. That trunk says that it's got to be growing up out of the ceiling, but the top says it belongs to a much skinnier tree. Yes, yes, that is a definite way to say that. Gretchen. That would be a brilliant way to really throw down a burn at them. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. Oh my goodness. Okay, if we cut this down like this, I think that would be good. There we go. We fix up whatever's happening here, because this is not it. I'm gonna have to remember that. That is awesome, and I know exactly who I know someone who I could use that with. Right-siders, they know how to take a joke. Oh, that's beautiful. So now, you don't really want this branch to be poking out anywhere too seriously, and this one, I think we're going to just remove this one. And then bring it back up, going more this way. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that gives us the tree. So we do not have enough leaves for this. So one of these trees will be done and one of these trees will be left alone. I think is probably just how we're going to need to do this. But I do like it. I think we got what we need to be doing. Yeah? So we'll be able to mix in... Actually, if we really need to get rid of that. Like just seeing that, too much of a right angle. Go like that. We go... like that. Perfect. Even better if we actually manage to go like that. Because that gives it more of a curvy feeling. I think that would be good. Okay. So hopefully, between 1, 2, and 3, we get some leaves going. And again, hey Jones, are you up to mischief? Yeah, you're up to mischief. Hi. He's got the mischief face on. Right side. I have actually learned to make sure that this cat has his own play toys just next to the keyboard so that he doesn't actually try and play around with the keyboard, because otherwise this cat will play around with the keyboard. And that just equals so much troubles that I'm not sure I'm ready for. And that just equals such a headache. So much of a headache. So one thing I've noticed with the sakura leaf, cherry leaves, I've been watching much. Okay, so a couple of things. The area that we're in, mice are considered a dangerously invasive species because they kill some of our native birds. So it is not considered ethical to keep mice alive. So the mouse is not alive. And yeah, basically. And funnily enough, Jones, and since then, Jones has decided that putting mice on my feet has become his favorite thing to do, and it is the worst. It is the worst. I'm sure, yes, Jones, I'm saying your name. I'm pretty sure he's trying to speedrun a phobia. Like, how fast can you speedrun a phobia? I'm just like, cat, you have problems. Well, if mice come to Minecraft, we can have mice in Minecraft, but I swear, this cat is out to get me. Because, oh my goodness. Because in New Zealand, we don't have any native land mammals apart from bat. So there isn't any natural defenses against creatures like that. Like rodents or anything like that for birds and things. Because our native animals are basically birds, insects, and lizards. And they're very vulnerable to rodents. So there is not much sympathy for Mickey in New Zealand. in general, like, you can still get them as pets. It definitely spreads diseases. And I think from that, like, it spreads diseases in general. But it also, but that's the same with a lot of that sort of stuff. Let's just take a look at this. How's it shaping up? I like the general distribution of the cherry leaves. And I think we're on the right track for this. Okay. Actually, if we grab a little bit of the bones that we picked up and then give it this area a whack with bone meal. Yeah, like once we do this side, I think we'll have a good idea on what it's going to look like. So the general idea is to get a manicured looking tree. And I think just having the occasional cherry bloom is better than having all the cherry blooms, if that makes sense. Because if we do it that way, then we've actually got a lot more of a shape to it and it's not so overpowering. And also, if we have the cherry leaves, it has the same color as the pink there. Yeah, kinda, yeah. Kinda like a blooming cherry tree. But just not as intense. Because I think if we go full blooming cherry tree, I think that'll be a bit too intense. And boop. I do like having the petals just occasionally dripping. Wait, do we have a spore blossom? Have we picked? If we've got a spore blossom, I think adding a couple of those into this area would be good. Yeah, the water's out to get us. I think if we extend this area out and have it almost connecting. Like that. Yeah, I think that should be about the shape that we want. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, we got it. Sorry, Joan. Oh, Fred! Fred, where's the sneaky pants? Look, we go up, we go down, we still sneak. We went to an ancient city at the beginning of stream. We now have, what is it, ward? And we got... Yeah, we have Swift Sneak 3. It's been awesome. And... Okay, we need to add a little bit more fluff to the top. Yeah. Swift Sneak is the best. I did not realize how much I had missed Swift Sneak until we got it, and I was just like, ah! Get some more of that. And I think, what were we talking about? I've forgotten. I was so excited with the Swift Sneak. And talking about the Swift Sneak that it completely escaped my brain. Never mind. I'm sure it will come back eventually. Oh well. Oh right, we were getting bones. We will come back and we will get the bones eventually, but I'm sure. But hopefully, like, getting this all manicured and posh, it should be good. And the good thing is, we don't actually need to infill this totally. We just need to have it looking like it's infilled, because I don't think we've got enough leaves. Oh, no, we have enough green leaves and we have enough pink leaves, so it would work. It would work. Oh, it would have been so cool to get that skeleton head. I'm disappointed about that. But I think it was way wiser not to have set the shriekers off one more time trying to get it, because I'm pretty sure that would have been when the warden would have come. And let's face it, we are not warden safe. I don't think anything we do would make us warden safe, and oh well, our sword isn't even fully enchanted, so we would be screwballed beyond belief, and we'd be doomed completely and utterly. That would be the end of the world. There we go. Yes, okay, there we go. I like that. That's cute. If we grab some bone, get ourselves sorted. Oh wait, I think we left the bones in... Yeah, we left the bones in the other... in the chest. Wait, no. Our skeleton farm has bones. Oh, not skeleton farm. This farm. It's bone meal. Also, we have so much honeycomb. Oh, we have so much honeycomb. Let's just do a bit of housekeeping so that this doesn't go completely awry. Because we're going to be using this in the castle. I just not sure where yet, but it's so bright and bouncy. I'm like, we got it. It seems like one of those posh things that, you know, posh people would use. Like using fake gold and then claiming it's real gold. Buddy, that's not a door. It's really not a door. I don't know what's with these villages. Just a good thing that it's all lit up. Like, otherwise we'd have problems with the zombies already. Ba-doop-doo. Oh, we should also put in the... What's it called? Lights? Yeah, lights. Under the carpet? I think that'll be good. We just go like this, get rid of all the grass, and then we come in with some flowers. I think that'll be good. Because this is providing the texture of the moss carpets and the occasional one of these things. Azalea bush. I think that's good. It is a pity that we're in a Badlands, because having the brown isn't quite ideal on the grass. And if we could get the grass in a different color, that would be perfect, but win some, lose some, I guess. I also really like the different texture between the azalea and the top of stuff, but I don't think we can actually integrate that very well. So, we just live with what we got. Do-do-do. And I kind of think that if we go with different general flowers on the sides, so one side has warm colored flowers and the other has cool colored flowers, and then in this middle strip they mix, I think would be really cool. So it has that general vibe of like sun, moon, and then sunrise, sunset. Okay. No! Please return to me, Mo Moss. Okay, go back to sleep, Jones. Whenever I make a funny sound, Jones is just like, what are you doing? You're making the weird sounds again. I don't believe you. I mean, we could probably get the head at a later date. We know where it is. We could probably do it, as long as we know how to get it. Okay. So what we need is all of the flowers. Yay, we do have spore blossoms. This is awesome. Brilliant. Oh, and we can add coral. Okay, what other flowers do we have? We have orange, we have blue. We have shrooms that we can add. Put that away. We can use the pots. Okay. Yellow, sunflowers. We have a lot of red. Do we get flowers? Orange? Yeah, orange flowers are a thing. They're tulips. Purple flowers are in the form of... Oh, we might have to go flying for flowers. It's not that far. Actually, it might be a good idea to go flying for flowers and get some good ones. Because if we do that, then we can actually pick up a whole bunch of different ones. Because I know for a fact we have a flower forest real nearby. like that way? Or is it that way? No, it's definitely that way. Rockets. Yeah, because if we grab the flowers, then we can actually go and add a little bit more pizzazz. I'm not sure if it's got alliums. If it doesn't have alliums, we'll just have to suck it up. Like, alliums are really cute, but if we don't have alliums, that's just tough luck. Yeah, I think this is where they are. And this... Yeah, this! No, I see ants! Where is it? Oh, and a beehive. We can snag that. Woohoo! Okay. We need all of you to come with me. You will be used as decoration in a very important build. This is amazing. As for you, you will also come. Thank you. Like, for the longest time, I thought if you grabbed a beehive with silk touch without a campfire under it, the bees would still get angry. And I was like, oh, that's so much effort. But no, that is apparently not what happens. Okay. Wait. We have pink flowers. We have purple flowers in the form of alliums. We have orange flowers. We have red flowers. We might need to put the white flowers on the side of the moon. Yeah, that makes sense. If we put the white flowers on the side of the moon, so white tulips and any lily of the valley we find. Because doing it that way, I think, will give us at least a little bit more mixture. We've got a whole bunch of cornflower, so we don't need to worry about those. And then the other one is blue orchid, which I think we've got a bunch of. It's either that or that got turned into dye and we're kind of screwballed there as well. It'd probably be good if we set up a flower farm here at some point, because if we did that, then we would be in great luck. Okay. I think that's all the flowers that we need. Can't think of anything else that we initially really need, apart from if we... Oh, more alliums! Okay, we really need to set up a beehive. We really need to set up a flower farm at some point out here and get these alliums. I love alliums. They're my favorite. Okay. Unless we happen to spot anything important. No. Okay, let's go. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Do, 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 do. I almost think this is the song we needed to find the ancient city with. Like, it's got the bounce, it's got the bop, it's got all of that. all of that, like the town and then the city build. I'm like, oh, not a castle build. I'm like, oh my goodness, what have I done? How are we going to do this? Okay. Like, on one hand, I know we can do it. I've done this sort of thing, but it's just so big, and I'm like, ah. Okay, so planting. Let's boogie. So we go with the white flowers. Hopefully, by just having a whole bunch of rando feeling of flowers, it should liven the place up for the initial bit. Then we just do a bit of this and a little bit on this side. Be good. Then we got some of this. Oh, yeah, we didn't find any lily of the valley, did we? What's the pity? I think if we were able to mix in lily of the valley, I think it would work. Okay, allium. And I know somewhere we've got more blue orchid, but I don't know where. It's kind of one of those things that I think it got mixed into something somewhere, and I'm not sure where. Okay. We can put that away, and that away. And now we should be able to go into poppies, red orchids, of which we actually forgot to pick up some, but we can work with what we've got. And we can pick up a whole bunch more red poppies from the iron farm. Same with the red roses. Because okay, yeah, we really do have the mix. Initially, I think this is gonna work. Move that. Because the majority of these are warm colors, so we should be able to spread them out a lot more. Like that. And hopefully get something good. Because the way I see it, having the mixture of things is really good. It makes it all warm and vibrant and things. And it just adds texture and life to the place. Actually, do we have any of the warped wiggles? I think the warped wiggles... Wait, these aren't wiggles. They're the warped roots. I think those will add texture on the cool side of things. And we can also add lilacs and peonies. Oh, and I almost forgot about these. Hopefully, once we step back, we should have basically a whole rainbow of color just slapping us in the face. Good way. 100% in a good way. Okay. Wrong spot. Heck yeah. Okay. Yeah, thanks for that. That's a vibe. That's nice. I like it. Okay, so if we grab peonies, more sunflowers, and oh, sorry, lilacs, sunflowers, and roses. I think that'd be good. Lilacs here? Yes, we do. A little bit of roses, and like I'm kind of on the edge of using sunflowers because of the fact that they're very directly related to the sun. But on the other hand, there isn't much in the way of yellow in the build. No, we're leaving those out. We've got enough pink in the build. And then again, it is quite literally a sun and moon build, so we're using them, I guess. It fits. It fits. And it's good to have the height variety, I think. And I think all of the tall bushes should not go in this middle area. I think they should... Oh, these are on the wrong side. These need to be on the other side. There we go. Okay. I think if we put these on... Oops. I think if we leave these out of the middle, I think that'll be good. It'll keep it more of a... What's the word? Kind of like a visual gap to draw the eye. So the low point is catching and keeping your eye. Versus if we put things in the middle, it'll make it more cluttered. Yeah, no, we're not using the sunflower because of the way it's facing, which is a pity. I would have been there for having the sunflower looking at us, but no. It's not so great. Okay. So, I think from here, I don't really want to be harvesting more leaves today. We'll probably work on the walls of the place. So, the walls and also the lighting. We just... Oh, wait. No, those... We just stick one of these in here and one of these on here. So we get these lovely spore blossom floaty blitz. There's just a really nice vibe of having the spore blossom particles just floating around. And I don't know, it's something really nice, I think. And they mix really nicely with the cherry leaves. I think it's nice. Okay. First stop, moss carpets. Second stop, frog lights. Possibly not in that order because I have a sneaking suspicion. No, it would be in that order because we have moss carpets down here and then we can come back up because the frog lights are back up there, I think. Actually, no, we'll use sea lanterns because we have way more sea lanterns than we have of frog lights. Carpets. Frog light. Sorted. Do. Oh gosh, that looks cool. Okay. I kind of think if you're building something you love, then it's worth it to go all in. That being said, if you're going all in, then making sure you're doing it in a sensible manner, because otherwise you can't do it for the long haul. And if you can't do it for the long haul, then sometimes it can make you really bitter about it. And that's just not fair. Not fair on you, it's not fair on the people around you. And that really sucks. Yeah. And so I think making sure you pace yourself is always good. It makes life better in the long term. And life's a marathon, not a sprint, I think is how the saying goes. I think we can stick one here. And so basically, hopefully, once we get... Actually, we can check up on this from down below, because these should be marking out on a regular basis where things are at. So that patch looks good. This patch, I think we need one like here or here. Okay, this is the way to do it. If we just do an up-down tandem approach, we got the idea. That was about here? Yeah. I think so. We could also probably jump down and see. Yeah, and then like one there. I think it should be okay if we break the flowers on occasion. We can replace them, put them somewhere else. Okay, that's looking good. Maybe one there? That's a tree. You can't put one there. One about there? Because I think keeping these not on a specific grid is a good idea, because going that way, the carpets will look more organically placed. And that way, it'll look less suspicious. Oops. Actually, we can go. Wait, why is there? That's not supposed to be like that. Let's pretend we didn't see that. We'll have to fix that up later. Maybe one here? We're doing pretty well on the not breaking of things, I think. Just poking random holes and being like, is there stuff there? And like, it seems like we're breaking just moth blocks more often than not. So this is good. I like this. We have the skills. All the luck. This should be just pure blind luck. I'm here for this. And I think, like, sometimes I wonder if life is RNG. Because I'm pretty sure life isn't fair. Because if life is fair, I'm gonna be wondering what on earth some people do to get the hand that they're given, because there is no way life is fair. And I don't know, it's almost comforting to think that life isn't fair, because then it's like, yeah, life isn't fair. And that actually makes it a lot better, because then I know for a fact that most of the time I don't deserve it. And that actually seems a lot better. Okay, that seems like a good spread of light. Lead. What was that? That was a flower? That was a flower. We will plant that flower yet again. Okay. Flower. Replanted. Replanted a little bit forward. There we go. Okay. Now we cover up all of the acne scars. And a controversial new skill called planting bushes. And hopefully, by the time the sun sets, we should be able to see what this all looks like. And it should be good. And hopefully we'll have everything all lit up. Oops. And it's supposed to look like that. But neither are you. Oop. Oop. Oh, right. Oh, like on one hand, I really want to leave this as like a little tree cave. That would be so cool. Yeah, we're leaving that as a tree cave. That is the happiest accident we've had in a while. I love it. Okay. Must stay like that. Okay. Brilliant. Okay, do we have anywhere else there? And no, I think that's everywhere. So hopefully light should be going soon. And we should be able to see what it looks like. We get all the torches? No, no. There's one. Okay, now I think we got all of them. Brilliant. Okay. Oh, that's great. Happy many times. So now comes to working on the walls. So, basically, what I'm thinking is what we're going to do is this is the base of the wall. It's the bit that'll be showing up the least. Everything else from here on out, we might end up going out 2 blocks, but I doubt it. Oh, actually, it would be nice to hide the initial exit of the water. So maybe. But, oh, neato. I think what we'll do is we'll hit it with some, what's it called? Some granite for, actually, we'll hit it with the honeycomb. We have enough of it. It's been growing for long enough. We have oodles of the stuff. And I think, oh, wait. Let's think about this for a minute. We're going with a vibe of sun and moon in the area, but we're also going with a very light palette overall. So, if we use the honeycomb blocks sparingly... Oh, that's not ideal. We'll have to light that up. If we use the honey blocks sparingly on one side, and then we go with some textured endstone as a overlay on top of a different block, like perhaps the granite. I think that would be good. But then we also have maybe, I'm kind of thinking diorite. Like diorite walls? Like, can we get polished diorite walls? I forget. No, we cannot. Okay. Okay, now comes the moment of truth. Have we lit this up enough? I think we have. This is brilliant. Okay, this is awesome. We had also better make sure that all of our stairways have been lit up, otherwise that poor villager is going to be in trouble. We have not lit up all of our stairways. All right, let's just help a poor villager out. Bit of light. There we go. No problems there. Oh, that is just bad. That is bad. Now it's not so bad. This is great. We like this. Yes, it is okay, sir. You may stay in your boat. Think happy thoughts. Think very happy thoughts. And just don't ponder what could have happened. Okay. Because the thing is, this is basically the plan for the stairwell. The main grand stairwell, because I want it to have the same, like, have a big reflective glass situation that lets in light down the stairwell versus this may be a problem for later dealing with, but I think for now we just make sure all the access points to that poor villager are all lit up so the poor thing doesn't actually get re-zombified, rather than just going ahead and leaving it dark and having to brew up a few more weakness potions for the poor thing. Okay. So, we got our corridor going through. Looking good. We got our little alcove things. We have our foyer. We have the bottom part that is possibly going to disappear. And then we have our walls. So what I'm thinking is we go... remove that. We go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Apparently, I need to math because that'd be so. Really? Why? Okay. We go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, now we have the right amount of math. And we also do that on the other side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to bring these all the way up because we're going to build on top of these. Or build outwards from these. Something. But by having the different color, it helps run out of this color. But by having the different color, it helps, what's the word? Break up the difference in texture and color and things like that, so your eye doesn't get bored or fatigued or anything like that. Have we? Nope, there we go. So it makes the place more interesting to look at. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to have these, and then we're going to, excuse me little plant, is we're going to go like this. We're going to have bits at the bottom. So we're going to have one right. Oh, we got that. That works. Something like that. Bring that down. I wish I could have upped up on that. And I'm thinking something like that. Not something like that. That is not a vibe I'm here for. I was thinking something like that. But I'm kind of, now I'm seeing that, I'm kind of thinking we swap this out and we actually go with end brick walls and honeycomb in the middle. So we have that richness. Because it is a royal palace. We swap that. Now let's try this, because I'm pretty sure this will look really good. And like, this is one of the things that I really like doing, is just trying strange combinations, because you never know what it's going to look like until you actually see it. It's like, that looks so cool. And if we go like this, because that still has the same colors as this, and just mutes down this. I think that's the right move. Okay. There we go. And if we make our walls like that, I think that's a good idea. So if we just have some scaffolding, and what's going to happen is all of these main pillar walls are going to connect to the roof, which is going to be more free floating. These walls are going to be free floating internal walls versus everything else, which is not. So the roof is going to be above these walls. I think that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. And I was like, does it? Does it? Is this English? Trying to describe architecture when you don't actually know the architectural terms is kind of difficult. Kind of like, does this English? I'm not sure if this English is or not. Oh, and also another thing we can do is put frog lights underneath. But I think because it'll help anchor what's going on underneath. This sea lantern has to go, which is a real pity. Just need one piece of moss. Like, I love building by the seat of my pants, but on the other hand, sometimes it does end up in the situation where things do need to be redone, and it can get a little frustrating sometimes. Because you end up remaking things or going back and re-editing things, and it's just like, oh my goodness. But I suppose every like style of approach to building has their own foibles and frustrations, and that just happens to be this one. Oh. Here we go. And the way I see it, this gives it quite a poshness. Although I'm not fully sold on the granite. Like, we might end up going back and changing the granite. Maybe to calcite, maybe, because I want to keep it in that bright, like the warm color palette. Actually, maybe stripped acacia? We have any here? No, we don't. Okay. What were we here for? We were here for some more of this. Boop. Perfect. And I think, like, yeah, I'm leaning towards replacing it with stripped acacia. But I think if we just hold off on that for a little while, make sure of that, because it should be an easy thing to change. It's just a matter of swapping things out. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3. So the difference in height is over there is 7 blocks tall. Over here is 15 blocks tall. And this side will be touching the roof. And the roofs that we're going to be working with are going to be flat. Or at least for the most part, very flat. Yeah, I keep looking at it. I'm not so sure on that. Oh, actually, maybe red terracotta? Or orange? Or even white terracotta? 3. Wait, that doesn't seem right. Nope, that is right. Okay, I really want to try white terracotta. I think white terracotta might be the style that will fit. Because it'll have that slight touch of color, but it just won't have the same I keep looking at the granite and it's reminding me of I forgot what it's reminding me of even. Oh no. Not ideal. Like, if we mix that with this, I think that'll kind of work. We look at that. No, that, not ideal. I think yellow would look better, or even orange, which I think this is on right now. Yeah, orange. No, I think yellow is definitely the right one, or red. Okay, what do you use for this? Okay. Boom. Grab some yellow. We could even go glaze. I don't think we've got anything else. Maybe some hay bales? Oh, or bamboo. Stripped of bamboo. Got that really warm yellow to it. And we've been getting a lot of it. Yeah. Bamboo's been one of those ones where it's just been chilling and we've been getting a little bit here and there. I'm sure long term we'll end up getting a really good flying machine based farm or something like that. But I don't know. We'll work on it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, that's what this reminds me of right now. It reminds me of processed meat. It's kind of grossing me out. I'm just like, I don't think I want that on my walls. Okay, if we go like that. Yeah, that is way better. That like the contrast, I think it's really great. If we swap that out, I think that is the right move. Do. Okay. hopefully that should look way better. We could also put, oh no, we can't really put wheat in here. I was just thinking we could put some wheat just dotted about in this place, but like it would be very symbolic of the place, but I don't think it would really work. So I think we're SOL on that. We just missed a block? Yes, we did. Okay. Oop. There we go. 7, 8. Oh no, it does. I'm just looking at it and I'm like, is that better than that? But I think having the wall in front is better because it helps calm down the texture in front. And doing it that way means that it's sort of chill and stuff like that. Okay. I think if we replace this and then we go ahead and once we swap it out, we should be good for the design, because like looking at that feels royal to me, and especially if we manage to add some brick texture in, I think it should be good. I think adding some brick texture into this area would add a lot of visual value. Like, I want the end stone to be the main look and warm colors to be the main feel. But just having golds or reds or whatever isn't, unless you use the entire color palette, it can get quite tiring on the eyes. So being able to have a bit of a swap out is a good thing. And we're out. This is sad. And I'm kind of thinking that we do a design going up from the top that carries some of the blue. Because if we carry some of the blues down, then it sort of brings in the other side of things. Like, not heavily emphasizing the blue, just a bit. I think if we do that, then that'll be pretty good. Do. Oh. Oh. Oops. I'm sorry, Floor. Please return that. And I think we should be able to go through with probably lapis and raw gold or doing some posh stuff at the top. Because we've got about a stack and a half of raw gold blocks. So if we use some of them here, we should be able to get at least something going on. I know it probably won't be much, but it would be nice to have something a little bit posh. Boop, boop, boop. Because I think going and having... Oh. I totally forgot that we needed to add that. I think adding something fun and something posh is a good idea because, well, it is a city. It is a... what do you call it? There we go. We got the word eventually. And doing that sort of thing, it adds to the place. Okay. Oh. So we got our 2 things there. We got 2 things there. Okay. So I think we'll come add probably 1 more wall. About, actually, if we add it right above this, I think that'll be good. One, two, three. Because that'll mean that it's smack dab in the middle. And it also means that these walls... So it's giving different kinds of symmetry in the area. So basically, this wall is giving... It's being split down the middle to reflect front and back. Although the back doesn't reflect the front, so we're only getting symmetry left to right. And really, we could actually go with just... Oops. We could actually go with just having the sides done on this wall. And I think that would actually rather fit, considering the fact that there's only going to be 1 of these walls on each side. It would make it very much allowed to be gaudy, because of the fact that, yeah, this is actually what's the word? It's showing itself off. For shame, zombie. You're not supposed to be there. Be gone. Thank you. I think doing something like that would be good. Oh, you're looking so cute, Jones. Much of a cute cat. Have any more? Yes. Okay, so if like stepping back, we got that, then that. I think if we do the other side, then we check. I think maybe. I think that is. We missed a torch. Okay. I think that'll be the way to check, because if it's not so great, then we'll be able to just do a quick double check. See how it looks, and it's easier to add a wall, I think, than it is to remove one. And also get some more honey. Like, I originally made this honey farm because I was planning on using a whole bunch of copper? I did not think I'd be using honey. I forgot what this block is called. This block anytime soon. Like, my word. It's getting used. And apparently a lot. Oh well. We can use it a lot. And it's good. Then again, I think using a lot of odd blocks in a build is kind of part of the fun of it, because there aren't any bad blocks. They just don't get enough love. And also, it's kind of more of a thing just to, you know, play around with blocks and see where in a palette they fit, because I think when you have an odd palette for whatever build you're making, it's kind of a lot of fun just to end up with sponges in strange places and things like that, because in doing that, it expands the thoughts on what makes an appropriate block palette and what doesn't. And I can't put that block there at all. It has to be floating. I don't like that. Okay, I think what's going to happen there is we are going to be putting that block there, and then we're going to waterlog it, because that's just how it's going to have to be. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's just how we're going to have to do it. Yeah, 10 out of 10 advice, Ninja. Best advice. I think going with the wall on the outside is definitely the way to go, because yeah. 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 I can't reach. Like, it's times like that I definitely miss the Origins mod and playing in Endarian. But on the other hand, I definitely do not miss being out in the rain and melting, because oh my goodness, that was the pits. And I can't, with an Endarian not being able to build in the water. Ouch. Worst. It's the worst, I tell you. Okay. So, now we got that. Now we get to have a bit of fun with gold blocks and all sorts of mischief. We will use this as a dumping ground. Oop. Oop. Okay. Because I think being able to go ahead and use whatever block you like by gaining the confidence to go ahead and use whatever block you like and whatever palette you like going and reclassifying every block as a building block, and even better as a good building block, I think, personally speaking, is one of the steps to sort of freeing yourself from the expectation of I gotta build in a certain way. I gotta make sure that my builds are up to a certain standard. I gotta, you know, all of those I have to rules. And also, like, do we have a silk touch pick? We do not. Okay. And also, I think it's, well, it helps challenge you in ways of building, because doing it that way, it makes it interesting in the long run, because you learn your own palettes of what you prefer. Because you might end up deciding, yeah, I actually really, yeah, your own self-made rules. Like, you might decide that you really like using sponges in your build. You might decide that you really like using obsidian in your builds. And you might decide that you really love painting as a build style. Or heck, you might decide that you really like doing map art, but then taking that map art and then using it as an actual, oh, that is a lot of lapis, and turning it into a build. And gosh, that looks amazing when it is actually done. I have no idea how people do that, and I am in awe when people manage to make map art into builds. It is fantastic. Oh, that's awesome. Because I think I think when it comes to Minecraft, the person who is the most important to challenge, like to be challenged against, is yourself. There's no person who is more important to be challenged against. I kind of want to use mud. These bits. And we need more. I think we left the hay bales upstairs. And yeah, it's things like, as you say, leave your world better looking. Or going and, if you're a speedrunner, getting a better personal best, or something like that. Okay, I'm thinking what we'll do is just a smattering of blocks like this. And we'll come through with walls to not walls, mud walls and things to hold them up later on. Because I think it's well worth it to stretch and extend yourself and figure out where your comfort zone is and where it's not, and when you're able to, because sometimes it's worth it to stay in your comfort zone and just relax and have a relaxing day or even week, and just figure out where you lie in yourself, I guess is the best way to describe it. And we should be able to go something like this. Oh, a long one. Then, hopefully, like this. Get ourselves a sort of new pattern that is basically things connecting in strange ways up to the top of what's happening. Yeah. So we got the blue, the mud, the brown, and it should work. And like, I think when you're able to, because there's some people who like they just push and push and push, and that's good in itself. But I think sometimes if you push and push and push, you stop knowing where the end, like where your personal limits to pushing are, and you end up slowly pushing over your own limits. And like, I'm sure people who go to the gym are probably people who understand this a lot better than most, of like, or even athletes, like knowing where your personal limits lie and when to go past them and when not to, because of the fact that, you know, the body needs time to recover. And just like the body does, so does the mind. And I think it's well worth it to look after both. I'm really thinking that if we go with something like this and just put something below like that, and then we go with, I wish we had something dangly that we could put below this, like maybe a lantern. Oh, soul lanterns! We picked up a whole bunch of soul torches. If we grab the soul torches and turn them into soul lanterns, I think that would be good. I think that would be ideal in this case, because that'll bring in the blue that we're still wanting, but it's also a lighter, brighter blue. Whoop. Come on. Oh, right. We also, kabam. Oh, that feels good. Da-da-da-da-da. Right. Metal, metal, metal. Do we have any metal? We do not. We need to go above surface for this. And like, I think like for me, building's the easy part. Surviving, that's the hard part. Like I don't think that's part of the reason why this is hardcore. Apart from the fact that I really don't like going and collecting things after I've died, because for me that's one of the worst things to do, is go and collect things after and hope that they haven't despawned. But actually seeing how far I can survive, I can go and try new things, that's for me, that's the awesome part. And like, if I saw someone who's a PvPer and they're a straight tacked PvPer who is trying building for the first time, that is really impressive to me. That's like seeing, well, that's like me trying to do PvP. It's huge. Okay, hopefully we go like this. We should get something cool. Yes, okay, we got something good there. I like that. And like, on one hand, I kind of think that no, that thought walked out of the window before I could say hello to it. Walked out of the window? Walked out of the door. Things don't walk out windows. That's going the wrong way. I'm so grateful for scaffolding. I on one hand, when scaffolding was first introduced, it was one of those blocks where I was like, how do you use this? But I'm really grateful about it, because it's super easy. It's super. That, and especially when you pair it with dirt, you go everywhere. You don't need anything except scaffolding and dirt, and the world is your oyster. I'm kind of thinking if we go like this, so it feels really, really random. And then we also put a wall there. That means that we're going to need to change that. I'm thinking we change it to a sphere like that. And then we put a lantern there. So what's happening is we're sort of semi-evenly spacing the lanterns, but not really. And we're also deliberately keeping this blue and gold really randomized. Also, another thing about blue and gold is gives the idea of opulence. So it's drawing the eye away from the fact that this background is very bland, but still being very posh. And in areas like this, we're going to need big detail areas next to small detail areas, because in places like this, we're going to need to have areas that have much lower detail as background, because if we stand back, it's like, wow, that's so detailed. That's posh. Actually, we're going to need to add a little bit more. Otherwise, it's going to be a little bit bland, a bit too bland. We'll probably add some endstone bricks to the bottom so that it looks a little bit more textured. But it's the same general idea of, yeah, we got the texture, we got the look, we got the vibe. But the main focus is this gardeny area, not the sides. Oh. And I think that is where I will say goodbye too. Because at this point, my brain is running out of steam. So I will say goodbye and see you guys next time. Bye! Thank you for coming.